Australia Post CEO steps aside. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this interesting article discussing what's happening with our CEO of Australia Post, a government-run organisation. Now, apparently, she was giving away $3,000 watches to executives. We'll have to have a look. I mean, what would you rather? Would you a $3,000 watch, or would you rather cash? Let me know, guys. I mean, $3,000 watch, wouldn't that be a fringe benefit? So, I mean, we can see here, it's just a different world, a different class of people, everyone. Remember, these are our betters. They're the ones making these decisions on the public purse to implement all these wonderful strategies of employment selection and all these other rubbish we see, particularly coming out of ANZ's CEO. So let's have a look at this. Australia Post says it will fully cooperate with an investigation into the decision to give 4 $3,000 Cartier watches to senior staff as a reward for a deal to do with banking in post offices. Oh, fantastic. Well, I guess people want luxury watches. I mean, I know a business colleague. He would go and spend a significant amount of money on big pens or expensive watches, thousands of dollars. It's just his thing. And he would give them to clients as thank yous. Yeah, often other businesses, other business owners, and that was a legitimate marketing business expense, but that was a private business. It's a little different to something that's taxpayer funded. I mean, $12,000, that's nearly equal to what someone on welfare gets in a year, so it doesn't look very good. You need to be quite frugal in a business like this. Group CEO and Managing Director, Christine Holgate, will stand aside during the investigation, triggered after the Prime Minister Scott Morrison was informed of evidence given at a Senate estimates hearing on Thursday. Rodney Boys, the Chief Financial Officer of the government-owned business, will act in the role during the investigation. I mean, is it really a present or a reward if she's bought it on the company dime, or if it's a personal, if she's gone out of her own pocket to pay for it? That's something different then. What has more meaning? What really has more meaning? And you might, if you hear a baby cooing down below, that's or growling, as Edward tends to do, that's our newest little one just at my feet, literally moving around. So I may be a bit distracted. The Australia Post board and management team will fully cooperate with the recent announced investigation to be conducted by shareholder departments. Chairman Lucio De Bartolomei said in a statement. We remain committed to delivering for our important stakeholders, our people, our post office partners, our customers, and the community. Well, think about this. My mail isn't arriving as often anymore, as frequent anymore. It used to be every day, and they've scaled it back. But then they can afford to give $3,000 luxury watches to senior staff. That's really, aligning with their core principles. The investigation will be conducted by the Federal Communications and Finance Departments, supported by an external law firm, and take 4 weeks to complete. How expensive is this investigation going to be? How expensive is this investigation going to be? She should, honestly, what she should do is she should say, yep, you know what, forget it, I will cover the cost myself. I will save all the money that would be wasted on this investigation. I made a mistake. It looks terrible. It may be still within the rules, but I will take that 12 grand hit myself and pay for it. Surely she could afford it. Surely she could afford it. Because just think about this. All the people that are going to be doing all of this time, an external law firm, this is going to cost an utter fortune. And who's going to pay for it? Taxpayers. This is why, frankly, government should stay out of business. Let's privatize the post office. What do you reckon? Mr. Morrison said the gifts were disgraceful and appalling. She's been instructed to stand aside, and if she doesn't do that, she can go, he told Parliament. Senators spent almost 4 hours questioning Ms. Holgate and her senior colleagues during the hearing. Performance bonuses worth almost $100 million and Postage speeding on footpaths because of soaring workloads were also scrutinized. Union leaders slammed Australia Post leadership over the watches. I mean, that's the funny thing. The contact I know, where do you think the watches and gifts were going? It's union contacts. So it's all just bullshit, isn't it? It's all just, kickbacks and gifts and all this stuff. I mean, you just shake your head after a while, really. Think, you could buy, a very decent beast for that $3,000, and you could buy a beast and a freezer to feed a family for a long time. CPS Deputy National President Brooke Muscat said members had taken a pay freeze while working harder during the pandemic. Well, that's horrific. If they're actually doing that, then the optics are just terrible. They're just terrible. How are they rewarded? Not with a watch or a bonus, I can tell you that, she said. The estimates hearing was told the total value of incentives was $97.4 million in the 2019-20 financial year. More than $60 million flowed to 2,500 employees involved in the corporate incentives plan, ranging from senior staff to general managers. I mean, it's a gravy train, guys. It's a great, everyone gets upset about the pollies. It's not the pollies that are milking the system the most. It's all the bureaucrats. It's the civil servants. It's the people that work their way in these government-owned and controlled organizations. They're just lapping at the trough. All the perks and things that you'd never see in private business. I just remember when I worked in there, I did a stint under the Department of Public Works there in the APA, the Architectural Practice Academy, and just all these perks and things these people were getting, particularly across the road. Because we were separate from the other government departments, but then there was the proper Queensland government, all their documentation arm and everything. Just the perks that they were getting, it was just crazy. From someone who'd only had exposure in the private sector, it really shocked me. It was a culture shock going in there, and it didn't have the energy or vibe or just work drive as you'd see in the private sector. It was very different. A further $21.6 million was thank you payments for frontline workers, including posties, drivers, and processors, while $5.6 million was spent on gift cards for contractors and licensees. Australia Post's People and Cultural Executive Manager Susan Davis defended the incentives payments. I've never seen the amount of volume that's come through. We've worked in extremely difficult circumstances. What do you all think, everyone? Do you think $3,000 watches is a good gift? And should she just pay for it herself to save all of it, to restore her reputation and to, frankly, to avoid all of these extra costs and burdens that this is going to place on all of us? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Do you think we should just privatize Australia Post and be done with it? As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions, as I've already said. If you want to support the channel, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Support us using any of our affiliate links you find below. Buy a merch from HeiseSays or Teespring. Use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.